Brisbane thrives on entertainment, and that's why we love it. Brisbane is always on show. Festivals are the way of life. Lovely weather and wide open spaces makes Brisbane ideal for outdoor events. Consumers love festivals, especially big ones, and they want to see more of them. But can people really afford the extravagance? Apparently not. We've seen the demise of big events like Home Bake and Big Day Out over the last few years with slim hope of return. So what will take their place? Something more sustainable, something more achievable, something that caters for individuals. The Niche Music Festival. We caught up with Rodney Holder, a music business lecturer and previous concert promoter, to view his opinions on this situation. Hey Rod, thanks for your time today. Tell us briefly about Metal for the Brain.
Metal for the Brain was a benefit concert that we ran for a guy called Alec Hurley and the National Brain Injury Foundation. And Alec was a victim of alcohol-induced violence and received horrific brain injuries as a result of an assault that occurred in Canberra. And so a friend of his named Joel Green started a benefit concert where he got a group of Canberra bands to play for free, and got all the money that we made from the show and we gave it to Alec's family and the National Brain Injury Foundation. That was the first year, and then the second year and the third year and the fourth year we kept putting it on as an annual event, and it got bigger and bigger, and at the time it was Australia's largest and longest running heavy music concert.
In your opinion, why are big festivals like Big Day Out, Harvest, Future, and Pete's Ridge Festival folding? Is it a case of them getting too big for their britches and not catering to what their audiences want?
I don't know if I can really answer it with any authority. My personal opinion, though, is that I think realistically what happened was that there was an oversaturation of the market in terms of festivals. And so when, for instance, the Big Day Out started out, there really was no other choice. If you wanted to go to a big music festival in Australia, that was your only choice, and then all of a sudden you had all these other options. I think consumers really only have, a certain amount of money that they can spend, so competition. And also, because of that competition, festival programmers had to ensure that they got really good headliners to attract the audiences. And from what I've read and what I understand, sometimes it was hard to attract those headliners. Sometimes maybe particular acts weren't on the touring circuit, and there weren't maybe good headliners to go and see. So I think there's a combination of reasons, really.
Why do you think niche festivals are becoming more and more popular?
Well, I think niche festivals are becoming more popular because, for instance, if you take the Big Day Out, if you're a heavy metal fan, you might love the fact that you could go and see, like a Fear Factory or something like that, but then maybe there were so many other acts really on the day that you weren't necessarily interested in. Whereas with a niche festival like Metal for the Brain or Bastard Fest or Metal Heart or any of these other ones that are springing up, it's really specifically for those types of audiences.
We were also able to ask Raymond, a current festival promoter, how he came about creating Jungle Love. Tell us about your Possible campaign.
So Possible was just a way that we thought we'd get things kick-started. We were successful. We were asking for 15 grand. We wouldn't get any of it unless we got it all. And then we went over that. But yeah, it was just a good way to kind of get the community involved, get everyone sort of putting their energy into this festival to get it off the ground.
Was the choice to showcase local talent a conscious one in order to fill a void you saw in the festival market?
It's more about, I guess the whole idea of the festival is it's a festival for friends of friends of friends. So like, what better way to do that than have local bands who obviously have friends in the local area and kind of bring it all into one place.
Why do you think punters are turning their backs on big festivals and choosing to support their local music scene?
I think it's just an oversaturation of big festivals is one thing, and we don't have that huge of a population that to ask for 50,000 people each year to the same festival is a bit difficult. But I think as well is that people are starting to catch on with a lot of the bigger festivals. It's kind of like a money-making machine as opposed to being an event that's specifically tailored to people for the sake of the experience. At least that's the feeling I get, but I could be wrong.
So where does niche market stand now, and how long will it last? Will they wipe out all the big festivals forever and leave them for extinction, or do they have their days numbered as well? Only time will tell.